Hello everyone and welcome to episode 3 of Doki Literature Club. Today we got another legit food review and we're just gonna continue from where we were. I'm sorry yesterday's episode was short, but this one should be the regular length of about 20 minutes. That's what I'm just saying, that's what the average length should be, 20 minutes. I expect us to have get somewhere decent again by Christmas, I don't know. If you guys would prefer longer episodes, however, let me know in the comments, because I can certainly try. But let's just get right into this. Yuri says, "It's fine." Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright, I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know. That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the last 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book and slip it back into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook marker. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. What a fucking nerd. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I say. Okay, who uses the word pristine unless she likes some Stephen Hawking looking at? He must have an IQ of at least 300. He must watch Rick and Morty. He must be a dumb Rick and Morty viewer because he have an IQ of 300. The average Rick and Morty viewers have like 600. So fucking hell. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Oh, I might as well point out before we do make this choice, you got any other games you'd kind of want to see me play? Feel free to leave them in the comments. I'll see if I can get on them. Depends on if I own the game and if I think I would want to record it, you know, and what the actual game is. Because, for example, it might be boring to watch. Okay, let's get into it. I'm gonna show Monica. Yesterday she seemed eager to read my poem and I want her to know I'm putting in effort. Hi lad complex. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Don't worry, I'm fucking scared. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. You're not funny. Don't worry, lad complex. We're all embarrassed today, you know. But that's the sort of barrier. Oh, fuck, I couldn't skip it. Sorry. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, lad complex. I was going in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I'd expect you to go for something so deep. I guess he underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way I always count when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness, Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write that like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyse all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though. I'm not sure. I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I always hope you find what suits you the most. so don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. Nah, fuck off. I see. Well, let's read it then. A hole in one. It couldn't have been me. See the direction. The spackle protrude. The spackle. A noisy neighbour. An angry boyfriend I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched to a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realise now that I wasn't looking in, but I was looking out, and he on the other side was looking in. Whoa. That's deep. But it's bullshit. That was an angry video game reference, nerd reference there. Episode 135, I believe, where he plays Seaman, where he reads after he reads the manual. Okay, let's continue with that as that gas poem. I'm just gonna clarify again. This is something I'm gonna do every single episode. Anime is so bad. Anime is so bad. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style's gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is a lot of poems in putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I have some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany. Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway. Here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice today. Well, that's deep. Thanks for listening. Who should I show my poem to next? CRE. This is a good poem, lad complex. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not my first time, if you know what I mean. Ha ha ha. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who'd be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminded me of how you really are a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, lad complex. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know. Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, CRE. I'm not sure if CRE sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined, and knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm going to make sure you have lots of fun here. Okay. That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yeah. Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If I wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Ha 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 ha. You're so funny. You're so fucking funny. You're so fucking CRE. This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No. Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that was a bad poem. It came out nice. How should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Whoa, fucking hell, excuse me. Yeah. Especially the last line. By the way, I'm just going to point out now, forgot to mention at the start, expect more videos. School just finished today, so more memery should be on the pipeline. Of course, if this series does well, by the time it's finished, I'll also do more gaming. I made eggs and toast, even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. Look at that bitch's face. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget, and I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. Yuri. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighted. Exceptional. What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers him off, but then ends up covering her whole face. Oh, he's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Well, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noble thing I recognise in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the subject matter, and they form fit the two together. What the fuck does that mean? The end result is that both the style and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanour totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you a valuable feedback. The turkey can be a little bit biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Yeah, you shouldn't, bitch. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologising to herself to me or Natsuki. Hey, bitch, what's up, bitch? Suck my dick, bitch. Let me talk to you. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green line hue of the future. I bathe. Calm. Breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Fuck you, bitch. I am sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that. Well, I don't know, a bit of trouble reading it, to be fair. So, I don't know. But it took you that long. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read a script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I really liked the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems, and that's all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild, something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all that complex, really. I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember, the poets often express their own thoughts, feelings and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn. Putting it that way, it is. I hadn't even thought that. I actually hadn't thought that. I didn't even know words. I was just reading it blankly. I didn't even think about what the meaning was or anything, because I'm retarded. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Yours is impressive too, so nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this. Yeah, you probably were. But because she got fucking she dripping wet right now, I swear down. But in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, lad complex. Me too. Okay. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes. Do you want to get smacked? Yeah, I do. I'd like to see you try, bitch. I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly. Why the fuck the music changing? Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. Peoples can try. But that's about it. That's fucking gay. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just to be honest, I am. Why are you so convinced I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your rank style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write about it. Gay. Yeah, I understand. Ha! Understanding? Ha! Gay! But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then it made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line, so you did. I guess more went into that than I realised. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I said to hear me her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is. If Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Phew, I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I'm just gonna quickly check some shit, okay. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities, even if they're just being nice. There's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. If this is a literature club after all, I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chattering. My hands land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper showing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language, eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clear about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try it that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it, which people did, by the way. Ciara liked it, and Lad Complex did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the effort, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. Nani? Omae wa mou shindaru. And that Complex liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realise you were so invested in trying to press our new member, Yuri. Eh? That's not what Oh, the music changed. The colour palette changed. More, the music palette changed. You stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Lad Complex appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Just let me check again. Okay. And how do you know that he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately grow out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Ooh, what's this? Is everyone okay? Oh shit, I missed it, sorry. I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew size bigger as soon as lad complex started showing up. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting guys. Damn, this shit got real! It's a real fight! Suddenly, both girls turned towards me. They just noticed I was standing there. Lad complex. She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, lad complex. Wait! There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, lad complex? Well, how do I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever very groove, they'll probably think more highly of me. Hell yeah, y'all know I'm picking Yuri, cause Natsuki, I ain't into that lolly child porn looking shit. Yuri look like she, at least somewhat similar to my age, so hell yeah. Natsuki, you're right that I liked your poem, see? Wait, that's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. You wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand, Yuri. You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. Well, that's... But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt friend when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that. I'm sorry. But Natsuki took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that. Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologised, don't you think you should too? Natsuki clenches her fists. In the end, nobody's taken her side. She's trapped at this point, being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up even feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, I have to take a walk and clear my head. Sayori, she doesn't need to. You know what? I'm going to do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. Without warning, Natsuki snatches up her poem. Fat snatches her own poem up from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumbles up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. Natsuki, she really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in an adjacent chair. Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri. How could anyone have gotten that frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, lad complex, you're too kind. I'm thankful to have you a part of this club now. It's nothing. One more thing. The one thing Natsuki said about, you know, I will never do anything so shameful. So, what did Natsuki say? Well, never mind that. I'm going to go make some tea. Good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Okay, everyone. It's about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Lad complex, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. Oh, excuse me. Oh, shit. I did learn a little more about the kind of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. And now to myself with newfound determination. Lad complex, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, remember what happened earlier? What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki? Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like this. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can't see why they'd make good friends with you. Oh, sorry, I can see. Phew. You know, lad complex. It's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest, and I think everyone really likes you too. That's every day is going to be so much fun. It looks like CR still hasn't caught to the kind of situation I'm in. Let me just check what time it is. Okay, a few more minutes. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop here? We'll have to see what the future holds, CR. I pat CR on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to see you, CR. Oh, I didn't miss it. I'm so sorry that I keep missing shit. It's just I click space too much. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Okay, so I'm gonna write this poem, and then I will save the game, and that'll be it. So let's see. Oh. Listening. Melancholy. We're just gonna pick all the try and make Yuri like us as much as possible. God damn it. Fucking hell, man. Jesus Christ. Uncanny existence. Oh, fuck's sake. Agonizing. Fucks. God damn it. I'll try to make Yuri like it as much as possible. Okay, so that's where we're going to leave it here for today, guys. This has been The Man Behind the Mask with Doki Literature Club, episode 3. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification button. I'll see you all next time. Peace out. Brofist. Bye.